Grace and peace, you guys. April Chapman here with the Standardoftruth podcast. And you guys, I just finished speaking at the Alabama Minority GOP annual banquet, and I must say, it was a riveting night, okay? So I spoke from the topic of Christ over color, character over constructs, and country over categories. And I spent the vast majority of my time talking about how it is imperative and incumbent upon all of us to recognize that many of our liberal friends, some of them, not all, some of them are conservative by nature, but they're conflicted by the culture. And so my philosophy is we need to not eliminate where we stand or eliminate ourselves from the conversation, but rather we need to openly engage and get in to the conversation. We need to talk about those things that are difficult to talk about in polite company, such as fatherlessness and the out of wedlock rate. Now, y'all know me. I like using real colorful words, but they wouldn't let me say the words that I wanted to say in them. So I had to talk about illegitimate births. But y'all know, if you listen to the show, what I say. However, overall, it was a great event. I do believe God was glorified. I shared a little bit about my story, about how I was steeped in colored communism and liberalism and feminist ideology. And I talked about the 4 things that really changed my life and put me on a trajectory of a different worldview. I talked about getting married. I talked about becoming a mom, being a small business owner, and the best of all, the Lord giving me a new heart and making me alive in Christ Jesus. And the first 3 things together could have probably made me a little bit more moral, right? Could have made me even a little bit more patriotic. But it wasn't until the gospel became alive and became alive to me that my life was changed and I was forced and compelled by conviction to choose Christ over color and change my entire worldview. So overall, I think it was a great event. They say I did okay. I don't know. I need to go back and watch the old folks say the tape, but I don't think it's an actual tape. But overall, I believe God would be pleased and he was glorified. And that's my recap of the Alabama Minority GOP annual banquet. Grace and peace, you guys.